I decided that the fact that the MCU would show the door open and close, open, close, open, close real quick, and I could hear the mechanism open and close corresponding to that, it must have gotten wet from the car wash yesterday. So I decided to put an incandescent light bulb in that, and that seems to have helped get it warm. I put the aluminum foil there so that the heat wouldn't melt the plastics or deform anything. So we'll see if that works. I'm gonna just use my unicycle as a little stand. I'm gonna have to take the light thing down here.
66 out there. It feels amazing.
I can't wait.
It feels great. I think I might sit outside and drink my coffee.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Poor kitten.
It's so nice out here.
Oh, it is. This is it. Don't change the thing. Blue, clear blue. Look at those skies.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
Nice breeze.
Yeah. I drank my coffee out here. I'm good now.
And no humidity. Oh my God.
No mosquitoes buzzing.
Yeah, the wind keeps the mosquitoes away. It actually might have been worth taking a walk out there to the ride to use.
I was thinking of walking Tux and exercising him. So I'm in Ruby, and it's nighttime's yearly vet appointment today. I usually try not to take more than 1 or 2 cats a month and kind of spread it out through the year, but it's her turn today. So she's back there and she's not happy with me. I don't like upsetting her. This is the little black cat from inside the house. When I went to pull out of the garage, Ruby did not creep. And the reason why she didn't creep was because Don washed her and then put her in the garage, and the brakes were sort of rusted up a little bit. Now once they break free, they're good. Maybe a little bit loud for the first couple of brakes. But it's kind of interesting. Nighttime's inside. There goes Dr. Rodriguez. She, you know, is still coming out and talking to people in their car. So I came out and pulled the aluminum foil and the little light off of it, and I shut the door, and of course the window closed just like you would expect. So I think it probably dried it out a little bit. I'm going to open a service ticket on this and see what Tesla says. Possibly other people have had this reported, that water gets down in there. I wasn't particularly aggressive because the car was not filthy dirty yesterday. I didn't really, and I don't tend to blast the windows too much anyway. In other words, the water would have had to run down this through here and gone down and dribbled on that. So I don't, you know, obviously washing the car is something people do, and using a pressure washer shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, you've seen these booths where they deluge the car, testing the waterproofness of the car. So I think there's a loose connector or something in there that allow water to get in and foul up the works. I haven't tried any voice commands with Ruby in a long time. I thought I'll just try to give Don a call through the car and see how it goes while I'm sitting here at the vet. I didn't warn him in advance I was going to do this, however. Call Don Miller. Call Don Miller. Does a car? I don't know why, but Ruby thinks there's no device connected. Connect phone.
I haven't been having any trouble. Oh, you know what? I never added my phone back after they put the MCU in. I've been listening to streaming music, and I hadn't even thought about it. So let's add my phone back. That surely would help if the phone was actually connected. This never is as fast as I'd like it to be, just saying. And make sure I have Bluetooth on. I do. Of course, my phone thinks it's still paired with the car, even though the car doesn't think it's paired with the phone. Let me forget the car. I'm going to forget the car on my phone. So my car doesn't know about Ruby anymore. And I'm going to turn Bluetooth off on my phone temporarily. Let it think about it for a minute. Oh, there it is, my phone. Of course, as soon as I did that, it found it. It takes too long. Why does it have to take so long? So I've turned Bluetooth back on, and hopefully if I select Marianne's iPhone, it'll still work. Yep, pair it up. Yep, sync all my contacts and favorites. I guess if you only have to do this every once in a while, the fact that it takes, 30, 45 seconds longer than you'd like it to, please enable Bluetooth messaging under your phone settings. Note for iPhone users, find your Tesla under settings, Bluetooth, and press the information icon. So let me do that. All right, I have show notifications on, and I'm gonna tap reconnect. Looks like messages are now synced. It says, due to the limitations of Bluetooth support from your device, you will not be able to send group messages. Okay, well, if I could just message back and forth with Michelle, Dawn, or Kyle, we're good. Chime on new message, that sounds good to me. So I think I'm all set up now. So, oh, they're already done with my kitty that fast. Call Don Miller. It's because I didn't press after I said it. So you got to press twice. So I had like 6 entries for Dawn in my phone. So I deleted all but one that has the right information in it. So maybe we can try this one more time and it'll be able to do what I want it to do. That would be good. While I was trying to sort all of that out, I do see a new message from TeslaFi. I guess I've got to press to view the message.
TeslaFi says Ruby has been unlocked for 15 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna say dismiss. Well, that worked well. That worked well. Let's try Dawn one more time. Call Don Miller. Yeah, and then it comes in and it's got, so it's like it didn't refresh my contacts list. Let's try a different version of Dawn. I think number 3 might be the cell phone. Nope. Oh, I want mobile.
Hey there, pretty girl.
Hey, I'm recording you.
Oh, cool.
I called you. I called you from the car. I think the calling from the car works just fine, but I ran into some problems. Number 1, my phone wasn't reconnected after the MCU was upgraded, so I had to repair my phone with the car. I guess I just been listening to streaming music and hadn't noticed.
Okay.
Number 2, I had 6 contacts for you in my phone contacts.
Sweet.
So I had to clean that up. I got one very special Don Miller contact now.
Very cool.
And then I just wanted it to call you, but it really wants me to press a bunch of times. And I'm not used to having to do anything except a voice command, and the car keeps wanting me to confirm, you know, to press the little buttons to choose which phone number, all of this stuff that I really don't want to have to do. You know, when I say call Dawn, I just want it to call Dawn. So, but anyway, it's all sorted out now. You sound good. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound very good. Not perfect, but I mean really good. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give you about a 7 to 8.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Well, the only thing is you sound like you have a frog in your throat.
Okay. Well, I'm talking normally, but I totally get that it may sound different coming through the car.
Yeah, well, I think it's attenuating the higher frequencies a little bit, or maybe it's the other way, it's boosting the high. I don't know. Anyway, I honestly, this is not an issue. You're no dropouts, no waffling, nothing. It's just like I said. You sound more like you have a little frog in your throat.
Okay. I was able, for me in my car, to turn on messaging and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end the call with you and put my seatbelt on and start down the road. And why don't you wait about a minute and try to send me a message?
Okay, I can do that.
I've already gotten one message through from TeslaFi saying the car had been unlocked for 15 minutes. So I've seen it work, but I'd kind of like to see, I'd like to have one I could test responding to.
Okay.
So just give me a couple minutes to get going and then send me a message.
Will do.
All right. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm pretty much headed straight to the house. I'm sure I'll spin a Pokestop, but I'm not going to keep her in that crate any longer than absolutely necessary. I'm going to put Ruby on. Oh, new message from Don Miller. View message. All right.
Dawn Miller says, hey, did the vet go okay?
Reply. Yes, no problems. We're headed home now. Everything's good. So it let me confirm what I said, and then I pressed select. That seems good. If I wasn't holding the camera, it would have been easier. Maybe he'll say something else back to me now. So I got another message from Don. View message.
Dawn Miller says super. See you soon.
A girl could get used to this kind of messaging. Pretty cool. All right. Pretty cool. I especially like that for Dawn, who is not quite the multitasker that I am. I found a shady spot. The sun was pretty bright, even though it's only 76 degrees out there. Send a message to Michelle McLaughlin. I guess it called her instead of messaging her. So how would I have initiated?
Hello.
Hello, I'm testing something from Ruby. I was trying to send you a message and she called you.
Oh, okay. Well, want to try it again?
Well, I don't know. There was no, I don't know. I'll have to work on it some. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Can't complain.
So are we shopping? And I am recording you. Are we shopping Wednesday or Thursday this week?
Could we do Thursday? That'll be better for me.
Okay.
At 1?
Sure. Thursday at 1 will work.
Great.
Somehow I will live until Thursday. I did notice that my dash cam is not recording again, and last time when I unplugged it, which is what I'm doing right now, it's hard to grab down there a little bit, and replugged it in. It booted back up. I think Don also formatted it. It booted back up and life was good. And I know a lot of people are like, well, get an SSD or switch, you know, do something different. And Don and I just don't want to spend the money on an SSD right now. There's just really no reason for it. I'm not driving that much. She's not getting parked in weird locations hardly ever. Let's see what the message still says. Not accessible by dash cam, reformat. Okay, well, it might have said reformat a minute ago and I just didn't see it, but I am going to come down here and format it. You know, if I have to do that once every 2 weeks, but otherwise the drive is working great, and especially considering that I have a backup dash cam, and see, now it's recording again, and I have a backup dash cam here for incidents, you know, I'm probably just going to live with that. But that is the second time I've had to do that, and it's been a couple weeks. You know, we can always change our mind and order something new. It's just that we're just not in a rush to do that, let's say. Send a message to Don Miller. I guess I figured out how to just send you a message. All right. So not just message the person, but send a message. The car seemed to understand that wording better. I really feel for these wording things, because when all these routines, I have all of these routines for A at our house, and you know, if I say A, turn foyer off, she knows what I meant. And if I said A, turn off foyer, she doesn't know what I said unless I create a second routine. There's like where the verb goes and where the you know, action, verb, adjective, the noun versus the verb. It can't handle them being out of position. And you don't want, you know, 500 routines to have to maintain. So anyway, that's because they're Wi-Fi lights. That's how I have them. But anyway, so I sympathize. It's not just a Tesla issue, right? But I guess I got it now. So it was helpful to me. Someone asked me about Apple CarPlay, Android, doing stuff in the car, and I know I'm in the X, and they were interested from a Y perspective, but it really does, they are on the same MCU2 hardware. It, you know, should be working the same phone. I mean, it's going to be super similar. So I might test it out a little bit in Jules also. It should be easier now, right? Now that I got it all going in one car, I'll know the demo in Jules will be so smooth because I'll know what I'm doing, right? But yeah. It's kind of nice just sitting here on the end of the boardwalk. It's almost like, and you know, your feet are down because it's a step, and it's kind of comfortable actually just sitting here.
That's right.
We're just kind of thinking about what we're going to do today, and the cats are kind of hovering around, and it's a little breezy, and I smelled the olive osmanthus again, which was nice, and it's a really pleasant day. God, please just bring on a whole bunch more just like this.
Yeah.
So before I get busy with the rest of my day, let's talk just briefly about music and podcasts and streaming and all of that stuff that's available on the car. And again, this is the same in the Y as it is in the X, but I'm slightly more familiar with the vertical screen layout, and it's easier for me to get in and out of Ruby. And so now that we have my iPhone paired again, it was paired before, but because of the MCU change. So I'm currently, this is a little weird. It's like if the screen is small, I get to see my recents and my favorites. I've been listening to Lady Gaga all summer, pretty much nonstop. That's all I've been, or Lady Gaga radio. But, but when I make it big, like if I go all the way up here, then, I don't see that stuff anymore. It's just sort of weird. So anyway, I have saved some stuff to favorites, and obviously I have some recents, but if I just want to go in and find any music, some of you will remember that I really like Van Halen because they were so popular when I was in high school. And I come in here and it's going to give me the option of songs, albums, artists, podcasts, all this other stuff. So if I come in here to songs and I want to hear Panama, which is certainly one of my favorite songs, it starts playing right away. And what it does then, so we don't get a copyright, is, you know, it's going to go ahead and play that song out. But the way the car works is it will create like a group of other similar songs. So previously I had Van Halen, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I had Van Halen radio. So like once it was done playing that song, it would offer me to save this Van Halen, you know, the name of whatever I had typed in, radio, and then it would play lots of songs that were like the song or the group that I had chosen. In this case, it's going to play Def Leppard and Whitesnake and Poison and maybe an AC/DC song or something. I'll just scroll through the list here. Actually, Hot for Teacher, there's Winger, Van Halen song, Eddie Money, Kiss, David Lee Roth. So it's sort of picking, you know, these other songs that are similar to the song that I pick. So I like that. I use it a lot. Maybe it could be a little deeper on the playlist than it is, and maybe it circles around to some songs pretty quick. You know, I like it. It works for me. And of course, I can just come over here on my phone. Now, I can't, here in the X, I don't think in the Y either, I can't pick it from my phone, but I can certainly go to the music on my phone. Again, it's an iPhone 10, and I'm going to go to the library, and I'm going to select playlists, and I'm going to pick my 200 mile per hour music, and I'm going to pick, tell it to start at the top, and do a shuffle. And it's going to play all of this really rockin' music. There's Van Halen in there. There's Asia. There's Def Leppard, Quiet Riot. You know, a lot of really loud stuff. Sometimes that's what I like to listen to. So I can certainly pick individual songs or albums or anything off of my phone and then have it show up over here. I can also pull up the Audible app, and when I was driving all the time, I was listening to book after book after book. Let me go pick something from my library. I was listening to Mothership, this by Scott Bartlett. I think when the pandemic hit and I never got the chance to listen to the rest of the book, I'm probably going to have to start back at the beginning because I'm not sure. I remember I don't get to listen to books in the house. They fixed it that the cover art with the book now shows up properly over here. At least we're going to say most of the time. Maybe not 100% of the time, but most of the time. So that's really helpful. But certainly Audible books show up over here and are perfectly easy and wonderful to listen to. Don has gone under, not under streaming, but under TuneIn. And likes to listen to podcasts in the car. Don's not going to be listening to music in the car, just like I'm not going to really be listening to podcasts, at least not unless I'm with him, or vice versa. Once you do this search down here, and I'm going to just do, let's just type inside EVs, because I don't know that we have their podcast in the car. See if this will work for me. I want podcasts up at the top here, and there's their weekly podcast. Like I said, I don't think we had previously listened to it in the car, Kyle's on this podcast. We do watch it in the house because it's also up on YouTube. Gonna press favorite. So that'll remember it for me now. September 11th, which was, I guess, last Friday. It's a Friday morning thing, would have been the last one. I'm going to say play. And that's their initial opening song. Let's go ahead a little bit. And there they're talking. Now, the thing is, Don said that the podcasts show up in the car a little late for him. He uses the Google Podcast player on his phone. If I were going to listen to a podcast, I think I have something called, I tried something called Overcast. Don more or less... Yeah, Overcast. Don more or less likes the Google Podcast player, and he uses it when he's on his run. He doesn't listen to music on his run. He's so smart and intelligent and educated and well-spoken. He listens to podcasts when he's running. But the phone is totally current podcast, and the car is a few days behind. So if you're only ever listening in the car, you're probably happy with the car's ability to play podcasts. But if you listen on your phone sometimes when you're out of the car doing stuff, and then you want to come in on another day and you want to listen to podcasts in the car, you may be frustrated because the car doesn't have the very most current one. Anyway, though, it does let you keep up with your favorite things over here. We ought to be in the recents list now. We'll see this show up. And then in the favorites, if we scroll, there's a lot of favorites now. You'll see it shows up over here too. I probably should not have left Mariah Carey and the Christmas thing here for the entire year. You think maybe I should have deleted that? And I don't really listen to Willie Nelson. I don't listen to any country music normally. This is Johnny's station. I'm like, this is Johnny's station. All this other stuff shows up. I probably should clean up my list. So I tried Spotify for a while, and I am currently logged into an account. But I tried the 3-month free, and I really didn't use it and didn't care for it. Didn't like it too much. I'm just not currently using it. But yeah, you can get Spotify in the car. You can, as I showed you before, you can search on any kind of music that you would want to search on, and stations, for example. So let's, I want to listen to G101.5, and I feel sure they're on the internet. Mix 101.5. It's G1051 or Mix 1015 is the local TV stations. So if I wanted to listen to like local news on the way home, I can't go access the FM, but I can get the FM stations that are on the internet, which is like almost all of them now. And I would be able to listen to the radio. So, that's cool. I don't know what's under here. Settings, I think, is just my ability to adjust. We have the premium sound in the Model X, and if I wanted to move some stuff around. As a matter of fact, I think I probably did have some, well, I don't know why it's on standard, or I don't even know when that came. Let's put it on high. The girl likes her music. I don't know. It was a little different at one time. I mean, there were some adjustments in this. Maybe when they put in the new MCU, it didn't adjust back. I don't know. But you can change some settings in here. Let's see, what else would I have left out? I have no more or less trouble with the car and Bluetooth than I do anything else in Bluetooth. When it works great, and occasionally it doesn't work so great, and it's frustrating, but it's the same way with every other phone Bluetooth thing that I have. I don't think it's really a Tesla thing. And there's no loss for content to listen to when I'm in the car. So, I'm a happy camper going down the road with whatever kind of content I want to listen to when I'm in the car. Boy, this is what we wanted to do on our first pretty day, right? Yeah. Clean gutters?
That's right.
But if we're going to get some rain from Sally, we'll see if we really get it or not. We really should get the gutters cleaned. I'm here to support Dawn in any way that I can. Don got the ladder situated, safe. I got him the little leaf bag, and he's got on his gloves so he doesn't get cut. And he's just doing what he can do up there. There are gutter guards on those gutters, but when you live in the woods with as many leaves and trees as we have, there is no perfect solution to the gutter. Right?
You know, I don't know. I'm this 35-year, I don't know how old this tool is. It's a pipe that has a hole in it for cleaning out gutters. Of course, I had to repair it because the little ball valve, the little plastic lever that turns the ball valve is stripped out, so the ball valve was closed. So I've opened up the ball valve and now I've taped it, so I can't turn it off using that, but I have another ball valve I can put in front of it. So the little luck I can use this to help facilitate taking care of the gutters. The gutters really aren't that bad. That one spot was and didn't have a helmet and it was full, and that's where the plant was growing. So the rest of it's not too bad. Fortunately the helmets are glued, or basically the tar on the bottom of the shingles have fused to the helmets, and there's no taking those helmets off. The helmets are there. I probably would damage the shingle or damage the helmet, so I'm just going to lift it up enough to stick this in there and blow the crap down the best I can.
Poor Don is not having fun. Poor guy.
Well, I bought it.
Oh, okay. Don's got this. Yeah, it's some sort of special nozzle. It does a good job.
I made a video.
I'm impressed. I said I'm impressed. Don now has out every ladder we own. Well, I don't see the wooden ladder, Dad's wooden ladder, but pretty much every ladder we own he has out now.
Right, exactly.
And he is in the world's best mood. I have never seen him in this good of a mood.
I'm in a fine mood.
He's not in a good mood. But he is going to get the job done, and I am out here having as much fun as he is.
That's right.
Because, you know, you got to stick together with your spouse. That's what you got to do.
She is a barrel of laughs. She's a sweetie. Actually, it's not bad. She look how nice she did the gutter up there.
Yep, it's better. I've been messing with all the spiders.
That's right.
Spiders and spider webs. That's been my job today. It's a good thing I'm not as afraid as I was when I was a little kid. My dad, he would be amazed because I used to scream bloody murder over spiders, and now I'm just like,
No big deal. Yeah,
haven't seen any black widows today, so that's a plus. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, pretty girl.
We're in the home stretch now.
Right, we are definitely in the home stretch.
I moved my plants out of Don's way, and I trimmed up the ferns down here. I trimmed them really high. They'll come back fine, no problem. I've done that years past. I trimmed up over here so that stuff's not on the boardwalk at least. Cleaned inside that cat house, and you know, been out here making sure Don needs stuff. He's safe. He needs me. Doing the best I can. He's soaked. He's had the hard work. He's had to move those heavy ladders around. He's had to do a repair in the gutter guard over here, which was why we had the little tree growing out of the gutter, because that was right where the gutter guard was missing for some reason. Don did not install the original ones, I don't believe. And anyway, that's how our day's been. Couldn't have been a nicer day though.
That's right.
Yeah, it's been perfect out here, and I haven't gotten too many bug bites. I think Don had more fun at the track yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
For sure.
I did.
Well, we got the gutters. I say we because I'm drenched, and you know, but yeah. Thanks for doing them for us instead of hiring somebody. I'm afraid I would have had to have gone after a man hurting my plants. The only person I can really trust is you.
Well, the other positive thing, I put the clips and spaced everything right. I don't know that we're going to have to clean them out because they really weren't that bad. The only place that had the tree growing out of it, the reason it had the tree growing out of it is because the gutter helmet was missing there and it was full of crap.
Right.
So I used all my clips I had. I had some clips I had found when I had the gutters in the front of the house replaced because they were damaged by a tree falling. They used a different kind of helmet on that, and so I have the old helmets, and they gave me all the clips. The guys were really nice, not just throw them down on the ground. So I put the clips back up here, used them as many as possible, and so basically I've got the spacing. I think at this point the helmets are going to keep the tree leaves out and stuff like that. So hopefully the surface tension and the water will still get into the gutters. We'll find out next time we get a rain.
We're pretty tired, mostly because we've been outside for, I guess, out here about 5 hours. It looks much better. I got my plants and the table and stuff all moved over here, and trimmed back the ferns on this side and washed off the boardwalk where we had mud, and it looks nice for fall. Donnie did a good job.